Oh, yeah.
You still well?
Yeah, we've not caught that virus.
That's great. There's a lot of it going on. You can't even go to hospital now, can you? Because
no.
they'll just turn you away.
Apparently not. Yeah, you got to see it out anyway, haven't you? You wouldn't go to hospital with a stomach bug, would you?
Stay in bed for 48 hours.
Yeah, I'd do that anyway, probably.
Right, I've had Cindy on, right, from Lansing in Michigan. She says, hi Rob, please could you say hi to Half Man and Half Biscuit for me, please? Bear with me here. They know who I am. My name is Cindy Gomez, and I'm from Lansing, Michigan, which you've just said. I used to go and see them in Liverpool as early as 1985. It was during the height of their fame with back in the DHSS. Can you tell them to tell David Lloyd, the old keyboard player that I said hello, tell him to get over the plane flight, I presume plane fright, and come tour the USA, especially Detroit. Thanks, and tell Nigel I said hello to. Tell Neil Crossley thanks for the lyrics to the album back in the DHSS, which I still have, and still missing the last sheet which stayed on David's couch. Oh, that mean anything to you?
Not at all. No.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it does. I know who she is, yeah.
Do you? All right, fine. Hello, Mark. It says, can you say hello to Half Man Half Biscuit and say thank you to them for the great show at Blackpool, and cheers for the autographs from Trevor in Dublin?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Please say hi
Trevor
to...
in Dublin.
Trev in Dublin?
Trev, yeah.
Please say hi to Blackie, that's Nigel. I was a good friend of his as a teenager and wondered, does his mum still hide the biscuits in the ottoman? Tell him, I still love him loads, from Linda Roberts.
Oh, she probably does actually hide the biscuits in the ottoman, I imagine,
Right.
Yeah. Just a pity we're not there.
I mean, was it just because you were gluttonous kids?
Yeah, all three of us used to go raiding, you know, after, well, you get the weekly shop and all that. She had to hide all the good stuff from us on the wardrobe. Well, say hide, you know, we found it, obviously.
Yeah, of course, obviously. You know where, you had an idea where it was, surely. Yeah. Michael's been on. I don't suppose you could thank Half Man Half Biscuit for writing me a card from their Glasgow gig back in 2005. Do you remember that?
What was that again? Sorry, what did he do?
He wrote him this guy called Michael. I don't know where he's from. He says, I presume it's Glasgow. He said you wrote him a card with a Glasgow gig in 2005.
Oh, what, like a postcard?
Yeah,
or
I presume so.
Oh, yeah, possibly, yeah, yeah. I can't remember from one day to another, to be honest. But yes, we did. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
All right, fine.
Yeah, it'd be that from Glasgow.
Yeah. John Hughes has been on and says, hi, can you please tell my girlfriend to wake up or she'll miss Half Man Half Biscuit? As I type, she's snoring away on the sofa. And then another one that followed about 2 minutes later. Her name's Claire, the sleepy one about to miss Half Man Half Biscuit. Wake her up. Well, wake up now, Claire, because you're about to do your second tune.
Right, so
it's a new one, yeah?
Yeah, it's another new song, yeah. Totnes Bickering for...
Ah, lovely.
Well, okay.
Claire!
So much for your journey of self-discovery. You had to cut it short. Forgot your credit card. To be nice, I came through this morning, and I just called to say I'm gonna feed our children. Not I gotta quit. I'm gonna feed our children. Not I gotta quit. I'm gonna feed our children. Not I gotta quit. And with the money saved, take them to the zoo. Quoted Goldman incorrectly as we strolled. Your stab at solar heating just left me cold. I want a suntan, not Bashki Bunyan. Therefore, henceforth, I'm gonna feed our children. Not I gotta quit. I'm gonna feed our children. Not I gotta quit. I'm gonna feed our children. Not I gotta quit. And with the money saved, take them to the zoo. Died, so on its behalf. I'm gonna feed our children, not I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna feed our children, not I'm gonna quit. Gonna feed our children, not I'm gonna quit. And with the money saved, take them to the zoo. Gonna feed our children, not I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna feed our children, not I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna feed our children, not I'm gonna quit. And with the money saved, take them to the zoo. Now behold, lollipop man, I called Darren.
Half Man Half Biscuit live in the studio with Totnes Bickering Fair, which is from the forthcoming album. Well, as yet untitled, is it?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I'll probably think about 5 minutes before release date, I suppose.
Well, I was going to ask you, because I mean that was great. I mean, you're doing this for a while now. I mean, do you have a kind of formula for keeping it fresh as regards to songwriting? I mean,
Not really. No, we don't have any formula.
Right.
At all, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, we just sort of.
No rhyme or reason to anything. It's just something that grabs you.
No, we all sort of lead our separate lives and meet each other once a week for rehearsal, and introduce new songs and stuff like that.
Okay. I mean, kind of when you started out there, did you have a kind of idea in your head about the stuff that you must have an idea about what you didn't want to write about when you first started? You know, all the stuff, you didn't want to write, love songs about girls' eyes and all that kind of stuff.
No, well, when I first started learning to sort of play guitar, some would dispute that I have actually done that, but I would kind of then, once I learned a few chords, try and write those sort of words, thinking that that's what you did. That was that's what rock and roll is about. And then I felt stupid writing stuff about I wasn't really experiencing it at all, and I thought my experience is being on the dole watching rubbish telly, daytime telly and stuff like that. That was in the early days, and that's, right with your nose, what they say.
Yeah, of course. But it is it's completely unique the way you do it. I know it's hard for you to agree with that, but, just the fact that, I'm not saying it's not like a celebration of the kind of average or anything, but it's almost like you're a chronicler of the fact that you mention people like Tony Gubber and Gordon Burns and, Bob Wilson, Anchorman.
It's probably a tragic reflection of my life, isn't it, really, more than anything?
Well, they are great, great tunes. I know, because I know Peel was a huge fan, wasn't he, John Peel? And I know a lot of people say, well, I owe a lot to John Peel for what he did, but literally in your case...
Certainly we do, yeah. I'm sure really nobody else would have maybe played us at the time, because even from a technical angle, like the first album, probably wouldn't get past military muster on its production values these days, but he took it and he played it immediately,
Yeah. Well, it is a classic. In fact, we played I Hate Neris Hughes the other week on the show.
Right.
Am I right in saying, or is it a myth that cost about 40 quid to make?
Yeah, at the most, probably, yeah. We'd get change from £40.
All right, and it sold about 200,000, didn't it?
I'm not sure. You'd have to
big seller, wasn't it? Okay, all right. Well, you're going to be back in about another 15, 20 minutes?
Right, so.
All right, I look forward to it very much, Half Man, Half Biscuit.
Rob Hughes.
On Six Music.
On Six Music.